everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is your first time here, welcome to my beauty entertainment channel. Absolutely. So if you would like to follow me on social media, here is my Twitter and my Instagram. Go have fun, enjoy yourselves. And while you're here, you can check out some of my recent videos. A couple of days ago, I posted a video talking about The Sims 4 Star Wars, because that's a real thing that actually happened. The new game pack is Star Wars. Moving on. Before that, I posted a video talking about who the internet makes famous and why and how. And then before that, I ranked all of the songs on Ariana Grande's Sweetener, period. So yeah, that's fun. You should watch those as well. And you already know what's going on. But before we get into that gig, so this is my very first sponsored video. I'm nervous, but this is my very first sponsored video. So today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Big shout out to Skillshare for, you know, sponsoring my crazy behind. But so y'all probably already know what Skillshare is, but in case you're unaware, come here. I'm about to tell you a secret. So it's not a secret, but it's going to be a secret for us right now. So Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes for creative and curious people. So Skillshare offers different memberships, allowing you to connect with the support of fellow creators, and you enter into a community where people want to learn like you do and learn stuff you wouldn't necessarily be learning in school, in an educational environment. You're learning from other people who are going through similar life experiences as you, which can be beneficial, especially during this time we're not getting a lot of human interaction. So Skillshare is a great way to continue your learning opportunities and engage with new knowledge. You guys know knowledge, education, very important to me. So I've heard of Skillshare before, like a lot of you probably have as well. So I wanted to see what all the hoopla was about. So I started using Skillshare actually during my MCAT setting. I did just take my MCAT. It went well. So I took my MCAT, so I started using Skillshare specifically during that because I had to postpone my MCAT because of Corona, or put a wrench in every single one of my plans, and I couldn't go to the library. So that was my biggest issue, because going to the library was how I became productive. I do not study well in the comfort of my own home. So I was like, what am I supposed to do? So I need a productivity class. So I took the productivity class with Ali, and who's a doctor, and I was really excited to see that there were people, I mean, that's what it is, people with different experiences and different careers, especially the career that my future career that I want to go into. He was able to teach me productivity skills. So like, I was able to use this master's class specifically to learn tips and tricks about working from home and how to, especially because like, girl, I don't want to do anything inside my room, but I kind of had to because my test was in a couple of months and there was no time to waste, all right? So I got my tips from him. I started doing things in habit forming. I already knew a little bit about habit formations, but when hearing the explanation of what exactly they do for you to help your productivity. So from his class, I started waking up at like a specific time every single day. I had my schedule planned out, so I did the same thing every single day. First month, woke up at 8 a.m. Second month, woke up at 7 a.m. Third month, right before my exam, started waking up at 6 a.m. in order to become more productive. I had a pretty firm schedule for all of that, and I learned that from his classes. So why am I talking about that? So Skillshare, yes, is giving away two months of free, yes, I said free, I'm gonna say free again because it's free, 2 months of free premium membership to the first 1,000 people that click the link in the description box below. It's the first thing that's in there. And after those 2 months, it's free, and it's free for those first 2 months, and then after the first 2 months, it's about $10 a month after that. So if you want to explore your creativity and learn from others who are learning with similar things that you are, and join into a creative community, yes, click the link in the description box below. If you're one of the first 1,000 people, you will get the premium membership for free. That's on period. So I finished both of those classes, the how to study for exams and the productivity masterclass. And now I'm looking into another class. So people have been wanting me to start a podcast, and I don't know anything about podcasts at all. Like I just know what they are, and I don't even, I'm like, okay. So I found another one by Nicola, her podcasting secrets. So I just started that to see if like it's something that I'm interested in or if I have time for it. And I'm also finding classes on streaming games for reasons, you can figure them out, for reasons on like streaming games and stuff. So yeah, so definitely check out the link in my bio to get access to 2 months of free classes. That's on period. Yeah, so I use these productivity tips every single day, especially now. I finished the masterclass before school started, but school started for me like 2 weeks ago. And we're doing school from the house, so I've had to really drill them. I had to really drill them inside my head, and they are working. That's why I'm on Twitter asking you if you've done your homework, because we need to be productive together. All right, so if you want to learn, click the link in the description box below. And again, thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much, and let's get into the VMAs because that's what you're here to talk about. All right, so if you couldn't tell from the title of today's Where's My Foundation? Okay, if you couldn't tell from the title of today's video, we're gonna talk about the VMAs because those happened a couple nights ago. Now, they happened last night. I'm filming this on like a Monday. So, I started watching the VMAs during the pre-shows for my girls, Chloe and Halle, obviously. So, I was doing homework during the pre-show, so I was not able to fully devote attention to every single act. That is absolutely my bad. I have an essay due today and I had to finish it. So, you know, that's my fault. Alright, but I'm gonna talk about the acts that I like paid attention to kind of, and then I'll talk about Chloe and Halle. So it's just 2 actually. So the first act that I like paid attention to was Jack Harlow. So obviously I've heard his name and I've like seen him on Twitter and stuff, but I've never heard that his like popular song. I've never heard that song in the full. I've actually heard his Tap-In remix because he's on the Tap-In remix. I heard the and he in my opinion makes sense on that remix. I don't know about some of the others. Actually, just one of the others. It's the short man. So I'd heard his Tap-In remix verse before I actually heard his song. It's a cute song. It's a cute song, and like he can rap. I think he can rap. So that was a good performance or whatever. Yeah, just great. Good, gorgeous gowns. All right. So next and finally from the pre-show, it's Miss Chloe and Halle. So here's the thing, none of what I'm gonna say is gonna be a shock. I was not surprised by the quality level of this performance, but yet again, my already high expectations were exceeded. I don't know how they keep doing this. I don't know how you keep outdoing yourself. It's what you see. Chloe and Halle are the bar, the standard that we judge everyone else based off of, and they set new standards for themselves. It's mind-blowing. They set new standards for themselves every single time because they are their only competition. They are their only competition. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Because listen, you already knew that though, because you watched my video reviewing their album Ungodly Hour, available now on all streaming platforms. If you haven't listened yet, I'm judging you. Like I'm severely judging you because that's strange. But yes, so they're their own competition. I would like to take a moment of appreciation actually for their stylist, because their styling team, that whole like hair, makeup, everything, they have not missed yet, and it's not looking like they're gonna miss any time soon. Can we just take, I need you, there's I'll put pictures on the screen of like their old performances as well. Their stylist is doing the damn thing. Keep reinventing the idea of a 2-piece every single time they perform. Sometimes it's in dresses, but whenever they perform in 2 pieces, they keep bringing it something fresh, just like their music, something fresh and new to the. Listen, that's futuristic alien going on. I gobbled that right up. And now that's the clothes. Let's talk about their voices. Mics were on. The mics, yep, the mics were on. The mics were on, and they were loud and they were fruitful because y'all heard those voices. Let's talk about vocal. We already knew. See, the thing is, you already knew this because you have already streamed Ungodly Hour. at least like 11 times. You have. So you have already known this, but it was even more than before. Like, let's welcome back this lost art form of vocal talent. It's been thrown to the wolves, but Chloe and Halle have brought it back. Chloe and Halle have brought it back. And you know, I said before how Chloe and Halle's only competition are themselves. Yeah, they keep overthrowing their last performance, because a couple of days ago they like opened up the US Open. There was a concert before the US Open and they did Busy Boy, Forgive Me, and Do It, and I was floored. That was their best performance. Every performance they do, I'm like, okay, so that was their best performance. Next performance, oh, that was their best performance. Do you see what that takes? Do you see what that takes? That every time you perform, I'm now changing what your best performance was? It's constantly it's a different level. They're at a different level. That's simply it. That is simply it. And then a couple days later, they come out the gate swinging with Ungodly Hour. The song is too much. You have to let me breathe eventually, otherwise I'm gonna die. Otherwise I'm going to die, and you can't resuscitate. No, it'll get to a point. It'll get to a point. And you already know, once I get my tipsy, once I get my tipsy performance or tipsy visual, or, you know, actually, what I'd love to see, wonder what she thinks of me. I said this in my video about Ungodly Hour, but like, there were like, they haven't even really like scratched the surface of that album. Like, there are so many songs in that album that could be singles, and there's so much that can be done. We don't even know it yet. That's why I'm like, we do not even know truly yet what they are about to accomplish, because like, if we, again, I said when I get my tipsy performance, but you know, we can take our time with that. Wonder what she thinks of me. Don't make it harder on me. I would like to have that conversation as soon as possible. Yeah, we don't even know what we're about to get into yet, honest to God. Maybe. I just like the songs about, like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. But y'all know when I get the performance, will never stop talking. I already don't stop talking most time. But once I get my tipsy performance and visual, I will never shut up, ever. You will not be able to tell me anything ever, because I will never be quiet. So when that happens, I'm telling you now so you can be prepared for what's going to happen, because I will never stop talking on Twitter. I already don't, but I will never, ever, ever shut up once I get that visual. So thank you so much for that. Okay. So now we move on to the main show. So just in general, so I basically watched it as a concert. I was watching for the performances. I did not care about the awards really, because it's an award show in 2020. I already knew what was going on. They don't really recognize what I think is the best music of the year in general. They already don't do that. So like, I mean, Chloe and Halle were in the pre-show. I'm not sure why they were in the pre-show. All I know is, were they offered to be in the main show? If they were not offered to be in the main show, I have a very serious problem with that. I have a very, very serious problem with that. If they were not, what I'm hoping, because, you know, optimism happened, is that they declined the main show because of, I don't know, like safety, travel, I don't know. But if they were not offered at least an option to be a main show performer, I already knew MTV's lost their mind when they stopped doing what they do best. I don't know what so you went from doing like your music and stuff. Also, it's weird that they don't do their music videos stuff anymore. They don't show music, but they try to get you excited for a music video award show. I'm like, where is this? Where is the buildup? Is the excitement coming from when you play ridiculousness 24 hours a day? It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And then they stopped doing teen shows because the budget well ran dry. So I'm like, what are you doing? You're losing it. You've lost it. You can't lose a touch that was already gone like 6-7 years ago. So whatever. So back to the show. It was live-ish, kind of. So the audience was fake. Obviously, it was actually kind of funny in my opinion because it was giving very PlayStation, giving very Wii Sports Resort, the audience, but it was cute. At least it added some interaction for the people who were there. So the presenters were actually there and the performers were actually there. And it was interesting to see because like this ain't going away no time soon. How award shows are, I mean like the very idea of a live show during a pandemic isn't very safe, but the idea of how they did the live show during a pandemic was interesting to watch. Like I don't know if anyone else found this funny, but the interviews, how they were 6 feet apart, they're being safe, but I thought it looked hilarious. Like I thought it looked so, I don't know why, I thought it looked so funny how they were standing 6 feet apart. They were it looked ridiculous. It looked ridiculous. Like I don't know, it was just foolish to me. I mean, they are being safe obviously, but it was comical for me to look at in all honesty. So now to Miss Host, Miss Keke Palmer. So Keke, I love Keke Palmer. This girl is so charismatic. Okay, first of all, Keke Palmer is permanently booked and permanently busy because hello? Hello? So the little skits that she did throughout the performance were Keke knows what she is doing. Keke Palmer is funny. Keke Palmer has a personality. Keke Palmer is good at this stuff. She's good at hosting award shows. She's good at talk shows. She has a personality. And we know those are few and far between. We know that, but she has one. She has one and it shows. She's just like so interesting. She keeps you interested in this award show with the fake audience. It wasn't like crazy. Like she was interacting with, come on actress. She was interacting with the Wii Sports Resort audience like they were real. Come on actress. I see what you are doing and I raise you. So in all of her promotion for tonight's for the VMAs, like her stuff on Twitter, she like redid the True Jackson VP theme song. She was working. She was working and it looked so natural. None of it seemed forced. None of her skits, even though they were corny, but she does corny well. None of them seemed forced. It seemed natural. It seemed just very, just like part of her personality. I love it. I love her. And then MTV gave her a performance slot, but it was like 4 seconds long. And I was like, seriously? I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think it was literally 4 seconds long. Cause I like looked down at my phone and I looked back out and the performance was over. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what we're doing today. Whatever. That's okay. So the first, I'm gonna talk about the performances and then the awards, I guess. But again, I was watching this for a concert because I have no faith in the people who I don't have, especially like some of the awards are fan voted. So like you can't control that unless you vote. So I'm just gonna go through it as a concert. Then talk about the awards at the end. So the first performance of the night was The Weeknd. Gonna be very honest here. I cannot name 3 Weeknd songs at all. And the ones I can name are from like years, like the ones from like 5 years ago. So I have no knowledge of him or his music really. So I wasn't like super into this performance, but because he was like in the air, he was like on top of the building and I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh, you're like floating. Like he was on top. I don't know where he was, but he was on top of something with some lights and stuff. Great. It was cute, I guess. I've heard that song before, but I had like, it was a nice performance. I wasn't fully into it, so I don't really know, like, and I don't know his music, so I don't know if it was good or not, but I think it was like cute. It was cute. That's my final answer. The performance was cute. Final answer. Moving on. So the second performance was DaBaby, the short man. I'm not truly sure what I watched. If I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I'm not really sure what I watched or what happened in that performance slot because I was confused. Because so at first he was dancing or stepping or whatever he was doing in the open, and then he was in a police car, in the back of the police car, and then the mime started dancing, and now he's jumping on the police car. I'm not really and then the world set on fire in the back. I'm not really sure what the purpose of that was, what the message behind that was. Like, was it about police brutality? Because I'm not really sure from that performance. All I know is the last performance he did, I don't remember where it was at, but the last live performance that he did was incredibly poor taste. I did not like that. So the reason why I'm assuming that it was supposed to be about police brutality because of the last performance was, but that one was in poor taste. And then this one was just confusing. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I was really confused watching this entire performance. I didn't know what was going on. Because like, I was fine, and then the city in the back just set on fire. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, and then I saw this tweet. I think it was a troll tweet, but apparently they were being completely serious. It was on someone's like Instagram, and they were like, DaBaby brought back storytelling into music videos, and all I can do is laugh. All I can do is laugh at that, because I think you're living in an alternate dimension. I really don't think you're here with us on Earth. I think you're living somewhere else, because that was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my entire life. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? DaBaby brought what back? Storytelling? What story is he telling? I don't know if this is his new like thing, because he's like not saying anything really. So yeah, that was strange. I was so confused watching that entire performance. So then the next performance was the one, the only Miss Miley Cyrus. She came for blood and she gobbled, period. That's the end of that statement. I don't really need to say any more, because she came for blood and she completely devoured. There's no denying that performance was very, very good. And she looked good. So this is my thing. She's been serving that mullet, and I don't like mullets, but she looks good in that mullet. She's pulling off a mullet. And so in this performance, it like switched different colors. When she switched to like the regular, is it regular color? Like it wasn't blue and it wasn't red. When she switched back to that, when she got on that disco ball, let's talk about influence, and let's talk about long-term impact. She said we're coming full circle, but elevated, constantly raising the bar, but she said, constantly raising the bar, but she said we're gonna pay homage to the Wrecking Ball, but we're gonna make it disco. Hello. And let's talk about the production and the value of that, because I already had high expectations, because Midnight Sky in general is a really, really good song. So I was like, well, she's about to do something that's absolutely just like incredible. But it was simple yet out of this world. I don't know how she does it. I don't like do you understand how much impact you have to be able to reference yourself in your own performance? Like how many years later? Like 7 years later? You know how stand-outish your eras have to be able to reference yourself like 6 or 7 years later? Like the thing about Miley is when she makes, I chalk this up to creative visionary, because she's an artist that you look at a picture of her and you know exactly what year this is, you know exactly what album this came with by any picture of her. Her eras have been so defined and well thought out for the most part. I wasn't the biggest fan of some of them, but they've been like, the ones that I wasn't the biggest fan of have been followed by absolute serves. You know how much dimension you need to create to be able to reference yourself. Not anybody else, referencing yourself, and everyone knows it's a reference to yourself because of how impactful that era was. Wow. Yeah, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. It was very good. Wow. And again, Midnight Sky is a hell of a song. Like a hell of a song. So I already like, we already knew what was going on. We already knew what was going on. And then like the mullet was cute. That, come on, high slit dress up. Yup. Yup, absolutely. Nah, she ate. She devoured. That's just the way it is. Deny any, you can say whatever you want, but you can't say that she didn't look good and didn't sound good. So that's that on that. Okay, next performer was Maluma. I don't know much about Maluma or his music, to be perfectly honest. He's very pretty to look at. That's all I really know. But this thing it started as like a Toyota commercial. I was confused. I thought the first part when they were singing, I was like, this is so pretty, because the singing was beautiful. I was like, is this part of the show or is this a Toyota commercial? I was very confused, but that part was very stunning. The song was beautiful, and then it went into his performance, so I guess it was part of the show. I'm still not really sure. I guess it was part of the show, but the entire thing was a Toyota commercial, and okay, I don't care, exactly, period. And then they had Anthony Ramos present the award right after, and I was like, yeah, king. Yeah, excellent choice. Excellent choice. Excellent choice, period. So that was that section. There we go. All right, so what's next? All right, okay, no. We're taking a step back. So the next performance, so wow. Okay, so the next performers were BTS. So I need to go on in a very, I don't know how quick this is gonna be. I don't know how long this is gonna be. Tangent. And the summary of my entire tangent is I want my last name dropped, but I'm gonna keep it nice and cute and PG on here. So I don't, was this weeks ago? So people were telling me on Twitter, they're like, go listen to this song Dynamite. And I was like, what are you talking about? What is like Dynamite by Tayo Cruz? I was so confused. But I was like, okay. I'm like, no, it's by BTS. And I'm like, oh, okay. I had literally never heard a BTS song in my life. Had never heard a BTS song in my life, so I didn't know exactly what I was getting into, but I was like, you know what, I'm not doing anything. I just finished my homework. I was like, let me listen to this Dynamite song. So I'm gonna paint you a picture of, I can't show you because it's out of frame, of what exact, I was in this room, of what exactly happened, because okay, so I was sitting on this bed right here, right? I was sitting there, I had my phone, my AirPods in, because I like to listen to music with AirPods in for the first time, and so I hear Jungkook say, cause I'm in the stars tonight, and I paused it. I paused it. I said, I looked to my, this is my right, I looked to my left, I looked to my right, and I rewinded, and I said, I need to hear that again. So I played it again, and he said it again, and I paused it, and then I got up. I moved this desk that's on my left, I moved this desk that's on my right to the corner of the room, I moved my suitcases around, I pushed some of the clothes that are on the floor to the side, and I put my socks on so I'd be able to turn and leap in my room, and then I started to play the entire song, because from the first, is that phrase, it wasn't even a sentence, from the first phrase I said, oh, that's what you guys have been talking about. And you know, put on a performance, because you know, whatever, I had to put my socks on so I could turn and leap and stuff, because that's like a song of the year. I don't know what to tell you except for that. I don't know what to tell you except for the fact that like that's a fact. That's one of the songs of this entire year. Like that's written in cobblestone. I really don't know. Like and then after listening to the song, I listened to the song like 7 times in a row because I was like, this is excellent. And then I went and watched the music video. Are you kidding me? I knew nothing about BTS before any of this, so when they started like dancing, I was like, what is going on here? These men can dance. Y'all know I love theatrics. I love a show. I love performances. Everything on 10. That's what I love, and they checked every single box. I have no words. I have no words to describe what happened. I have no words. And then so I've been watching the Dynamite video, and especially the B-side video, like 10 times every day since I found them. So there's that. Like because I was like, I didn't know that's what you guys were talking about, because now everything makes sense. I did not know that's what you were talking about. I didn't know until people were talking about when I was talking about BTS, and now everything makes sense, because I was floored. I was very, very floored. So I was excited for this performance on the VMAs, so I watched the one performance in Grand Central, the one on Jimmy Fallon. I get my Jimmys confused. I think it was Fallon. So I watched that the night before the VMAs, and I told myself I gotta space this shit out because so I don't dive in, because it was getting very remnant of a not too distant past relationship with a different band, and I was like, I have too much homework. I can't go back to that. That not so distant past. It's you have too much work to do. So I said I gotta go to bed after watching that performance. But so when I watched that, I said, oh, so we're gonna get a show tomorrow. That's exactly what happened. I said we're gonna get a show tomorrow because that in Grand Central, go watch that performance if you have not. It's it's on Jimmy Fallon, I think. It was Jimmy Fallon. That was incredible. That was incredible. What? And now let's go back to the VMAs. That's what we're talking about. So they ate, period. That's it. End of story. Mics were on, mics were on, mics were on. Danced their asses off with the mics on. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. After watching that one performance, I thought I was prepared for this one, and I wasn't at all. Was not at all, because the fluidity, the charisma, it translates in real time. When it's live, it's crazy. It translates in real time, in prime time. And I don't know what to tell you. That song is so good. I do not know what to tell you. That's that song, Dynamite, is such a good song. It is there is nothing bad or even average thing I can say about that song, because it's so good. I didn't know this is what you guys were talking about. I didn't. I did not know this is what you guys were talking about at all. And now I know, and everything literally makes sense now. Everything makes sense because those men can dance. I'm still stuck because we don't see, in this, we've seen it before throughout, history and stuff, but nowadays you don't see male performers doing that kind of stuff. And what? And now I'm at the interview stage, and again, remnant of a not too distant past, and I have too much work for that, so I gotta calm it down. But yeah, those are my kings. If you want to follow that journey, I talk about that more on Twitter, because on here I keep it cute, fun, and PG. So yeah, and they were winning award after award because that's talent. No, that's why they're winning award after award. I think they swept. In all their categories. I'm not really sure, but I think they did. And yeah, that makes sense. All right. Then I was not expecting the VMAs to do these two performances back to back at all. I was not expecting that. But the next performer we got was apparently the Woman of the Hour, because she was winning every single category, Miss Lady Gaga. So again, I didn't know that it was Lady Gaga's set. I thought they were just performing Rain on Me. I don't know why. I thought that. I guess I just didn't look it up before. So Lady Gaga started off with 911, which I do not like that song. I did listen to Chromatica. I did. I don't like every single song on Chromatica, but there are some very good songs on that album. So that's my opinion on Chromatica, but I do not like 911. I've never liked that song. The day that I was listening to it, people were like, wait till you get to 911, and I got to it and I was like, that's what you guys were talking about? I don't like that song. So I wish she did a different song. I don't know. I like Plastic Doll. I don't know what the general consensus on Plastic Doll is, but I like that song, or Enigma, or something else besides that. I just don't like that song, but she sounded good singing it live, so that was cute. And then we get to Rain on Me. It was basically the music video, just a lot darker. So my relationship with Rain on Me has actually always been positive. I've always been a fan of this song. I like that type of like aged pop. I do. I'm a sucker for it. But I actually like it even more now than I did when it first came out. And I liked it a lot when it first came out, but like I like it even, I think it's a really good song. And I like specifically how they went more purple and like black and dark than the pink, like the light pinks that were in the music video. I liked that. Now, I don't know what Miss Lady Gaga was doing with her hands. She was doing a lot, but then Ariana did her whistle tones, so she saved that, and I died twice. Because listen, Ariana was just singing because she could. That's what she does when she performs. She's like, I'm a singer. And just started whistle tones. She was literally just singing her ass off because she couldn't, because she wanted to. We're in different areas. We are in different areas. And then there was like a quick outfit change, and then she goes up to a brain piano. Interesting. And then she did like Stupid Love, which I also don't like that song. But you know, this is not my choice. But it was cute. I wish she did Babylon. Can you imagine Babylon closing that out? Maybe she's saving that for something, because like this seemed to be like her award show. So I'm like, why wouldn't you? But you know, it's not my decision. I also enjoyed how they incorporated their masks into their costumes. It was like cool the way it looked. It was actually really cool, and it was also like, kids, wear your mask. I liked that. Good, using your platform for good, and it also looked really cool. And props to them. But yeah, I also like Rain on Me because they had in the video they had Ariana doing choreography in those platform shoes, because she's always gonna give you a platform shoe no matter what. They had her doing choreography. I said, okay, absolutely, let's get some of this, bring choreography into AG6 as well. Absolutely. So that was Lady Gaga's set. Again, I did not know it was gonna be her set. She did 911, then she did Rain on Me, then she did Stupid Love, and it was interesting. It was very interesting. It was cute. The like set design was beautiful. It was like alien, futuristic, yet dark. It was cute. Then, so I haven't been talking about the actual awards. I'll talk about most of them at the end, but here, after Lady Gaga's performance, The Weeknd won Best R&B with a pop song. It was the most interesting yet not interesting thing in the entire world, because Blinding Lights is a pop song. I don't know what else you want me to say. That is a pop song. So let's think. Why would the MTV VMAs give The Weeknd the R&B award for a pop song? Why could that possibly be? What could possibly be happening that they would give The Weeknd, they would give him an R&B award for a pop song? I don't know. You guys are gonna have to tell me, because I have no idea. Genuinely, I have no clue at all. And then Lady Gaga won Artist of the Year. All right, so Lady Gaga looked really good in that sparkle fur combo. She looked incredible. Here is my thing about this award in particular. So this award made the least amount of sense to me, because, okay, in my opinion, Rain on Me winning some of the categories, it did, not all. So Rain on Me winning all of those made more sense than Lady Gaga winning Artist of the Year. This is my opinion. In my opinion, Rain on Me winning its categories that it won made more sense than Lady Gaga winning Artist of the Year. Artist of the Year is Best Artist from the past year. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Like, I like Lady Gaga, but Artist of the Year? And I'm like, I was rooting for Megan Thee Stallion to win this category, but I even think there were other people in that category who should have won over Lady Gaga. What about Lady Gaga's past year, honestly, was better than Megan's? Look at the data. I'm like, this one literally made the least sense, because we could go back and forth about Rain on Me and like it's winning on this category. We could do that a different day, but this category actually made no sense. And I was like, oh, so that's what you guys are doing. Okay. Because in 2020, Lady Gaga won Artist of the Year. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. You argue with a wall because that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Just the way it is. All right, moving on. Then we had Miss Kitty Cat, Miss Doja Cat's performance. And you guys can leave any comments you want, but she absolutely devoured that. She absolutely devoured that performance. 8. Like the alien get up thing, like the nude, the lizard, like the snake skin, like lizard print nude jumpsuit was the entire moment. Her wig, that whole combination, she looked incredible. She did. Just the way the cookie crumbles. She did. And the little remix, the little ticks she added to Say So. Yup. Yeah, and then she had a dance break in the middle. Yes. This performance, like, she did weird. I think she found, like, she's shown a lot of growth from like her first videos and stuff. And I think like maybe this alien thing is like her gimmick, or like one of her gimmicks, and it works. It works so well. It looks so good. It performed well. It flowed. This transition between she did Say So and then Like That. The transition between the two of them was seamless. It was like, oh my goodness gracious. She devoured. Please, God, that is just the way it is. I cannot control talent. I can't. So you can say anything you want, but none of it will not entail that that was a bad performance, because it wasn't. It simply was an excellent performance. It was an excellent performance. That's just the way it is. All right, next. So then Lady Gaga won the Tricon Award. I'm not sure what that is. From my expertise, obviously, of context clues, I was like, okay, triple threat? Because like Tricon, triple icon, does it mean triple threat? I don't know, because they didn't tell us. So like, I thought she was gonna get the Vanguard. I was surprised to learn that Lady Gaga didn't already have a Vanguard, because she made some really good videos, like she has. So I was surprised to learn that she doesn't already have a Vanguard award. So is this the new Video Vanguard Award, or is this different? Because they don't give out the Vanguard Award every single year. So I'm wondering, is this like something new? Is this because you didn't want to give out a Vanguard at like a quarantine performance? I'm not sure. I don't have an opinion because I don't know what this award is. From my expertise of contact clues, I think it means triple threat. So like acting, singing. I don't know what the third one would be. What, like, because a triple threat is acting, singing, dancing, right? I wouldn't personally, I wouldn't give Gaga a one in dancing. I would not. My personal opinion, I would not give her the award in dancing. Acting and singing, yeah, but like I would not give her the award in dancing. So I'm not sure what this is. If someone could tell me, I looked it up before while I was doing this, but this only happened last night, so I didn't see anything. So like, I don't know what this is. If this is the new Vanguard, okay. If it's not, okay. I don't know. I don't know. All right, moving on. And the Weeknd won for Video of the Year for Blinding Lights. And yeah, I don't know his music. That video was good. Good for him. Excellent. Moving on. Then this is where we just it got so strange. It got so strange. Then we get to the final performance of the night, which is the Black Eyed Peas without Fergie, so nonsense, and Tyga. When I have never been that confused in my entire life. Honest to God. Never been that confused. I don't know why their regions were lighting up. That's where my confusion started and stopped, because I was like, why are you doing that? Why was that a part of your costume choice? It was loud. It was a very loud performance, rambunctious, yet I couldn't hear nobody's mic. So I don't really know how loud it truly was. I did not know the Black Eyed Peas were still a thing. I had no idea. And then I saw their name on the list of performers and I said, okay. This performance, we were in 2011. And then once they sang, I got a feeling. I was like, oh, so we're seriously in 2011. That's what you're doing right now. We're doing the nostalgia bite. Okay. Okay. And this is, again, I really hope to God, no, because the Black Eyed Peas get a main show performance and Chloe and Halle don't. I don't know what actually happened. I'm hoping that they turned it down, but if they were never offered a main show performance, but the Black Eyed Peas were, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't. That's ridiculous. It's not 2011 anymore. It's not. We have to move on. And then there was a performance by a new group. It's CNCO. I'm not really sure who they are. They sound really good. They were in that Toyota commercial area of the set or stage or whatever with like the random cars parked. It was a Toyota ad. And they sounded good. So that's all I'll say on that. I have no other opinions on that. Okay, so let me get to like some awards and stuff that I missed on. So I'm gonna do this like rapid speed. Okay, before I start, Dua Lipa and Harry Styles were snubbed. It's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine because they had the absolute audacity and nerve to play Physical, Watermelon Sugar, and Don't Start Now in the background of this show. Y'all got a lot of nerve. I did not like that at all. I did not like that at all. Dua Lipa won the one category that she was nominated with. It's like best something. It was like video editing, something. She won like a small award. But yeah, they were blatantly robbed. There are reasons, I have reasons why. I don't want to anger a stan base today, but I have reasons why they were snubbed. Seriously, because y'all knew if you put her in there, we would be having a different conversation right now. Y'all knew that. Y'all knew. This is my thing. Y'all know we'd be having a different conversation if you put Dua Lipa in there. We would. We'd be having there'd be different winners. Yeah, we'd be having a different conversation. That's why you kept her out. All right, we know that. We know that. All right. So whatever. Also, I don't know how many categories Motivation got nominated in, but it was not enough. I think it was 1 or 2. Motivation was an excellent video. Like, that was an excellent music video, and she was in all your advertisements for the VMAs, and she was nominated in like 1 or 2 categories. No, that also did not sit right with me. Seriously, she should have been nominated in many more categories. It was either 1 or 2. I cannot remember, but it was not enough. It's a summary of my statement. It was not enough for that. That was a very good music video. No. And then Chloe and Halle lost Best Quarantine Performance. I don't know. Why do you hate Black women? That makes no sense. I do not know. I think it was a CNCO group that won. I had not seen the performance, but that doesn't make any sense to me. And then BTS won Best Pop with On. I love that song. Very good song. The Jonas Brothers were also in this category, which was very interesting to me. I like that. What's a man gotta do? I like that song. It sounds very Disney princess movie. The scene where they're all cleaning pots and pans. It's giving me very that. But that was just interesting to me. I just wanted to note that. And then, you know, The Weeknd won Blinding Lights in an R&B category when it's pop, whatever. And Megan won Best Hip Hop. So I was already really upset that she didn't win Artist of the Year, because she was my choice for that award. Personally, she was. But I was fully ready to put on Warpaint, and she lost this. And she didn't. She didn't lose this. Thank God. Thank God. I fully believe she should have won multiple other awards because Megan Thee Stallion has had one of the best years of any new artist career this past year, and we're still going. Her career is still, we're still on an incline up. So y'all are not, the VMAs hasn't sat right with me for like a couple of years now, but again, I don't base who I listen to or what good music is off of the MTV VMAs. I don't. Not anymore. No, y'all don't even play music on your channel. So I don't know what am I'm supposed to base my judgment on that. Whatever. So Rain on Me won Best Collaboration and Song of the Year. I did think Rain on Me deserved one of those. I don't think both. I like that song. I do. I already said that. I think it deserved one, not both. That's just my opinion. And then Taylor Swift's The Man won Best Direction. This is an interesting one because I fully thought it was gonna go to Say So. I don't know, I fully thought it was gonna go to Say So, but I liked the Man music video, so I wasn't like mad about it really, but I really thought it was gonna go to Say So. And speaking of Say So, Doja Cat won Best New Artist, and all I have to say is duh. I'm sorry, all I have to say is, well, duh. I really don't know who else I was supposed to go to. But Say So didn't win, like the song didn't win anything. That is so interesting to me. It didn't win anything. Okay, whatever. This is my thing with them snubbing people. When the Grammys come, Dua Lipa vindicated at the Grammys. I'm saying that in stone right now. I mean, I have no control over everything, but it's okay if the VMAs don't recognize talent. It's okay. The Grammy is coming. It's okay. Harry Styles and Dua Lipa get completely ignored. We know why. We know why. We know why. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. So yeah, that was the VMAs that happened last night. That was fun. All in all, I would give the VMAs like a C. The reason they're not getting like a worse grade is because they had like the performances were pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, I wasn't watching the VMAs I was watching the VMAs for a concert. I was not watching for them to tell me what the best songs of the year were, because they got a lot of them wrong. So yeah, whatever. My favorite performances, BTS's performance, obviously favorites, and then I liked the Rain on Me performance. Don't like 911 or Stupid Love, but she did well. But I liked the Rain on Me performance. I think it was really, really cool. And Doja Cat's performance was excellent. It's my favorites. Doja Cat, Miley Cyrus, BTS, and then the Rain on Me, specifically that performance. Those are my favorites out of this whole night because they ate. That's just the way it is. Like, I really hope to God that it was Chloe and Halle who denied the main show, because you make no sense. Chloe and Halle are no longer pre-show performers. They're not. Not even my opinion. I don't believe they're pre-show performers. But while we're here, Ungodly Hour, I think is the next single. I think Chloe accidentally confirmed that a couple months ago. But Twitter's response to Ungodly Hour was very, 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 very good. So girl, longevity. Wow, wow, wow. No, Twitter's response to that video that they posted, we're getting somewhere. We're new level. Absolutely. So yeah, that's it in my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. What else did I say? If you would like to follow me on social media, here's my Twitter and my Instagram. You can go have fun and enjoy yourself on there. And while you're here, you can check out some of my recent videos on whatever I've been talking about. Yeah, award shows aren't good anymore. I made a video on that. I think that was about the AMAs. Oof. Some award show last year I talked about why I think award shows aren't good anymore. The girls don't do stunts like they used to. That's basically the summary of the whole video. But yeah, thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Make sure to click the click the link in the description. If you're one of the first 1,000 people to get 2 months free Skillshare for 2 months. So that's on period. So yeah, thank you so much again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are staying healthy and safe inside your homes, doing your homework, being productive as much as you can, because like, don't like fault yourself if you're not productive during a literal global pandemic. Don't. All right, that's it in my video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.